Data handling is the third unit of class 11th informatics practices for the syllabus to CBSE 2020-21, in which we have to study data and basic statistical method for understanding data. First we should know what is data. Data is a collection of different type of record or collection of different type of quantities. Data is a collection of facts and figures to be used for specific purpose such as survey or analysis. When data is arranged in some manner, then it can be called as a information. Data can be divided in basically two categories. First one is the qualitative data and second one is the quantitative data. Qualitative data represent some basic characteristics or attributes like honesty, wisdom, creativity, etc. And quantitative data represent some numerical values. For example, data of the number of the students playing different sports from your class can give the estimate about how many students are playing sports in your class. We should know what is the importance of the data. The data is very important in our day-to-day life. With the help of data, any organization can determine their problem, can determine their growth, and many organizations can maintain relationship between another organization with the help of data. There is another word that is big data. Big data includes huge volume, high velocity and extensible variety of data. There are three types of data which can combine for making big data, that is structured data, semi structured data and unstructured data. Structured data is the data whose elements are addressable for effective analysis. For example, relational data is the category of structured data. Semi-structured data is information that does not reside in a relational database but that have some organizational properties that make it easier to analyze. For example, data of XML data. Next one is the unstructured data. Unstructured data is the data that is which is not organized in a predefined manner, does not have a predefined data model. It means unstructured data is not in organized manner, like files of Word, PDF, JPG, text or any media file are in the category of unstructured data. In this figure we can see what is the basic difference between structured and unstructured data. In this figure we see all the files are arranged in a systematic manner, but in unstructured data all files are not arranged in any manner. Next topic is the data processing cycle. Data processing cycle is the set of operations used to transform data into useful information. The intent of this processing is to create actionable information that can be used to enhance a business. This cycle involves the following steps. First one is the collection of data. In data processing cycle, we first have to calculate different type of data. After that, we have to prepare the data into a suitable format for the data entry, and we have to check all types of errors. After that, we have to enter that data into system, that may be any software, that may be computer system, for calculating or for processing. After processing, we can transmit that result in the form of graph or in form of chart. After that, we have to store that output for further use. In this figure, we can see the first step for data processing cycle is we have to collect the data, then we have prepare for the input. After that, we have to input that data to system or any software for processing. After processing, we will get output. and after that we have to store that result for further use. Next topic is basic statistical method for understanding data. It means what are the basic method, on the basis of that we can analyze our data, we can make some decision on the data. With the help of different type of Python module, we can analyze data. First one is the mean. The mean value is the average value. Mean value is the average value. To calculate the mean, we have to find the sum of all the values and then we have to divide the sum by the number of values. For example, in this there are different type of numbers. There are 13 different number, and for finding the mean of these numbers, we have to find sum of all these numbers and then we have to divide by the number of total numbers and we get the result. For finding the mean value, first we have to import numpy as numpy, and this is the suppose we have to find mean of given data set, that is speed. With the help of numpy function, numpy import file, we can calculate mean. Next one is the median. Median value is the value in the middle after you have sorted all the values. It is important that the number are sorted before you can find the median. For finding median, we have to sort all the values before finding the median. For finding median with the help of numpy, we can use median function. Next one is the mode. Mode value is the value that appears the most number of times. Mode value appear, for example, in this numbers 86 is the value which appear most of the time. Therefore, 86 is the mode of these numbers. With the help of statistics, we can find mode, for which we have to write dot mode operator. With the help of dot mode function, we can find mode of any given numbers. Next topic is standard deviation. Standard deviation is a number that describes how spread out the values are. A low standard deviation means that most of the numbers are close to the mean value. And high standard deviation means that the values are spread out over a wider range. For example, suppose these are the 7 speed of 7 cars and its standard deviation is 0.9. It means that most of the values are within the range of 0.9 from the mean value. Mean value is 86.4. For calculating standard deviation with the help of Python, we use numpy. We have to import numpy and we have to use .std function for calculating standard deviation. Next topic is variance. Variance is another number that indicate how spread out the values are. In fact, if you take the square root of the variance, you get the standard deviation. It means for finding variance, we can take square root of the, we can multiply the standard deviation itself. For calculation of variance, first we have to find, suppose there are 7 numbers and we have to find the variance of these 7 numbers. Then first we have to find mean of these numbers. Then we have to find the difference from the mean, like these numbers, and after that we have to find the square value of these differences. After that, the variance is the average number of these square differences, and after that we have to find the average of these square differences. With the help of Python, we can also find variance, for which we have to import numpy and we have to use .var function for finding variance. Now let us understand mean with the help of Jupyter Notebook.